clothing often reveals who you are or what you represent. Clothing acts as a form of nonverbal language, a silent way of communication that reflects a person's identity, emotions, values, and attitudes, even before any conversation begins. Through garments, colors, and styles, information is conveyed about gender, age, social class, profession, personality, and culture or subculture. Examples of this include rock-style clothing, charo outfits, cowboy attire, traditional garments that identify certain communities, as well as military, police, firefighter, medical, and nursing uniforms, among others. Now that we understand this, it is not so laughable to recognize that Christian clothing, such as skirts, can indeed exist, since clothing can become a symbol of identity that distinguishes different communities based on their origin, social values, or professional environment. Clothing functions as a system of signs that serves as a means of nonverbal communication. Many people say that God looks at the heart and not at outward appearances. This is partly true, but Jesus said, "You blind Pharisee, first clean the inside of the cup and dish, and then the outside also will be clean." The Pharisees were concerned only with appearing pious, but Jesus went further. What is inside had to come first. So, did Jesus want us to ignore what is external? No. Jesus did not ask people to neglect the outward aspect, but rather to establish the correct order of priorities. In fact, in the same passage, he clarifies, so that the outside also may be clean. Jesus did not reject the external, because the human being, body, and spirit is a unified whole. For him, what is visible on the outside is a reflection of what is happening on the inside. There must be consistency between the inner and the outer life. Think about it this way. If you only take care of the outside, you are acting. But if you take care of both the inside and the outside, you are a person of integrity. Just as he is, so we should be. Jesus understood that the external is the natural result of the internal. If clothing did not matter, there would be no issue with a man or a woman dressing in clothing of the opposite sex or wearing miniskirts, bikinis, leggings, and so on. However, when Jesus truly lives in a Christian, this is reflected even outwardly, just as the children of the God of this age, when the world lives within them, reveal it externally. We are ambassadors for Christ. Paul taught Timothy, likewise, women should adorn themselves in respectable apparel, with modesty and self-control, not with elaborate hairstyles, gold, pearls, or expensive clothes, but with good works, as is fitting for women who profess godliness. For a Christian, everything they do, everything they say, and everything they wear reflects their faith, because even clothing communicates identity. It is an extension of the holiness of Christ within us. In summary, clothing is much more than aesthetics. It is a vehicle of communication, a tool that reflects our identity. We all speak through what we wear every day. What does your clothing communicate when others see you?